So, good afternoon, or I say good morning to the side of the world. It's me, Lock Robster Love LA, bring you a new vlog. Yes, and I say definitely this is a vlog rather than a reaction video, which I've been doing for quite some time. These past few days, of course. So yeah, this is in celebration, in a way, of getting my 100th subscriber. Yeah, that might not mean so much to those big YouTubers, getting 100 subscribers, but it is to me. I mean, there's a one point that I thought I'd never get 100 subscribers. So I got stuck at 69 at one point. Yeah, and recently, I think since August, since I did the vlogs regarding my experience with the VHSE, it's kind of like shot up. And especially the recent series of my Kami Oshi, ML48 Oshi Spotlight series that has increased my subscribers and views as well. So thank you for those who subscribed and helping me reach this milestone. I'm pretty sure it's one of the Neko guards who made uh, made that 100 subscriber list. Yeah, because just this morning or early morning, I was able to join them at their Zoom end of the year party, which I know I just watched it and they invited me. But yeah, since I am a fan of ML48 Jan, so thank you so much, guys, for inviting me. And whoever that Neko guard was who subscribed to me, thank you as well. Yeah, so as I said, reached the milestone, and this video is also going to be kind of a milestone too. So it's going to be my 230th video on my channel. Yeah, so zeros at the end for this one. So I thought I'd do something special since I always said that if I hit 100 subscribers, not like I announced it, just in my head, that I would do something special, like maybe say 100 things about me. But then again, I'm not that interesting. I don't think I can do 100 things about me that you want to know. So what I did is just maybe 10% of it. So I'm gonna do 10 things that you'll need to know about me, or something that you don't know about me. Okay, so kind of that respect. I'm not sure what the title will be, but I guess you'll find out once this is over, once you've watched it already, since I uploaded it. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, it's kind of hard thinking of what interesting to say because I don't want to reveal too much. So I wrote this down for a bit. Okay, so let's start with my real name. Okay, so it's obviously not Lock Robster. That's just my YouTube name, and I'm sure a lot of the subscribers or viewers know my name. Especially it's actually on Twitter. Yeah, my real name's there, and on Facebook. Those who happen to know, but for those who do not know, yes, my real name is Robbie Mendoza. Yeah, Robbie J Mendoza to be precise. Yeah, a funny story I want to tell about my name is while growing up, my family always called me Obi or Obe, like that. And I thought that was actually my name, Obi or Obe. I only learned that my name was Robbie when they enrolled me in kindergarten. Yeah, it was kind of like surprised that that was my name, Robbie, Robby. Yeah. So yeah, so Nozomu, and I think there's another subscriber who always like to ask, was asking me who my name is, what my name is, so they could friend me on Facebook. And now you know, my name's Robbie Mendoza. But it was almost like I try to play a game with them. You want to know my name because during my earlier videos as an MN Love, I actually mentioned my name, not 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 my YouTube name during those earlier videos. And sometimes if you've seen my um, ML48 reacts to me, when I do a screenshot, my name's there. Yeah, on the screenshot, since it was a Facebook comment that I made in reply to any of the members. So I mean, uh, if you can find time to watch those videos, yeah, and do the research and and do the effort to find out what my real name is, then you'll find out. Okay, there you go. So yeah, so that's my name, Robbie Mendoza. Okay, okay, so that's fact number one, I guess. Or should I call it 10? No, let's make it number one. Okay, so number two, I used to have a second name. Yes, okay. My second name is John. Yeah, so growing up, I knew it as Robbie John. I was Robbie John Mendoza. Yeah, John is actually was added to my name in honor of my grandfather on my paternal side, who was named Juan Mendoza, my dad's father. Yeah, so he added that into my name in honor of him. Uh, my grandfather actually died uh, 2 years before I was born. Yeah, so when I was born, my dad later added the John in honor of his father. Okay, so yeah, growing up, I was known as Robbie John Mendoza. Yeah, kind of like RJM. But I do have a middle initial J, which is my mom's surname of Husay. It's almost like RJJJM, but I usually do RJM like that. Okay, so yeah, that's what I grew up in: elementary school, high school, Robbie John. It's kind of funny when I think about it now. If I became an actor, I would probably use that screen name Robbie John. Yeah, kind of, yeah. Just imagining like that. Okay, so I don't use that now. Okay, I don't use my second name now because legally in the documents on my birth certificate, the second name of John is not on there. Yeah, I think it's on my baptismal certificate, but not on my birth certificate. So when I applied for immigration here in the U.S., yeah, you look at my documents, and I had to drop the name John, the second name John, from any identification that I would get here in the States because legally I am just Robbie J. Mendoza. Okay, so yeah, that's on my ID cards here. And in my records, it's only just Robbie Mendoza. Yeah. So, though I'm legally named that, my dad back then still calls me Robbie John. And at one time, when he was in the Philippines, he sent us money. I can't remember why. He sent us money, so he asked me to pick it up. Okay, so I went to the money. What do you call this? Anyway, the place where we get the money, but they wouldn't give it to me. You know why? Because he put the name Robbie John Mendoza on who was gonna pick it up, and my ID does not have the name John on it, so they couldn't give it to me because the names are different. Okay, so it's a good thing that my younger brother's name was also on it. So I had to go back, pick him up, take him there so he could get the money. Okay, so yeah, like I said, if people are familiar with you with that name, they keep using it, especially when I went back home to the Philippines back in 2016 at my high school reunion. My batchmates, my classmates kept calling me Robbie John. And yeah, that's on the records of the school. That's why. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So number three. Go to number three. Why was I named Robbie? Okay. Because Robbie here, especially in the States, Robbie is technically a nickname. Yeah, it's short for Robert. And a lot of people sometimes I encounter they assume that when I say Robbie, they think I'm mentioning my nickname. And sometimes they call me Robert. But I tell them no, that's actually my real name, Robbie. Yeah. Okay, so let's go into the story. Okay, so all of us here in the family, we're all brothers. Six. Yeah, six brothers. Okay. All of us are named with a letter what starts with the letter R. Okay. So mine, Robbie, was um actually my mom named all of us. Yeah. I think one of us my dad wanted to name my third brother something else, but my mom changed it because it was kind of embarrassing in a way. That's a different story. Anyway, my mom named me Robbie, and she told me why she named me Robbie because it's a very unique name. Mhm. So she said that when she was in college, she would read these comics. I guess in some way, I used to collect a lot of comics, and I guess maybe in some way that got transmitted to me. But she used to read a lot of these Pinoy comics in college, and she can't remember which comic book it is or which story it is. One of the characters' name in that comic book, the Philippine comic book, when she was studying in Manila, there's a character named Robbie, and she kept that name until I guess she thought that oh, if I'm gonna have a son, I'm gonna name him Robbie, and that's that's how I got it. Okay, so yeah, nice story. Yeah, I like telling that all the time. When, how come you're named Robbie? Okay, yeah. Oh, my mom saw it in the comic book, and I guess that's my love for comic books as well. But I kind of like stopped collecting, and when I stopped, that's another story as well. Okay, so where are we going? Number four. Okay, I used to hate the name Robbie. Okay, I'll tell you why. Okay, so back then, especially in grade school, elementary school, yeah, I'm not sure. Probably people my age would know this. Maybe not the younger folk. Yeah, there's a Puerto Rican group named Menudo. Yeah, that was very popular in the Philippines. They would come and visit the Philippines, and their lead singer is named Robbie Rosa. Yeah, and when it came to the Philippines, I think everyone, because we had similar names, of course, Robbie. The my classmates would joke on me like the sing and the that, and I'm not really a singer. And in a way, it's almost like embarrassing. Yeah, that at that point during that time with the Menudo craze going on, I think the craze went on for 3 years. Though even when the member Robbie left, usually the member leaves on they turn 18 in that group. Yeah, even though I was not there, people were still like ragging about me to sing a Menudo song or something or dance to a Menudo song. Okay, I hated it so much that one time when we went to the clinic, I think this was first year high school. Yeah, when the nurse asked me my name, I just said John Mendoza, not Robbie Mendoza. So the record, my medical record had John Mendoza, not Robbie Mendoza on it. Yeah. So yeah, so that's how much I kind of like didn't like the name because of that Menudo craze that was going on in the Philippines back then. Okay, but later on, um, as the years went by, my name is very unique and it's very sounding very American, especially when I got here to the States back in '94. Yeah, and everyone likes the name. You know, it's very, I would say, cool. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I got used to be called Robbie now. Like I said, sounds very cool. Okay. Very American. Okay. Okay. Now, okay. Probably this is what you've all been waiting for, I guess. Why is my YouTube name Lock Robster? Okay. Does everyone remember MySpace? Yeah. So yeah, back then when MySpace was a really big thing, yeah, sometimes you just put your name. So I just put my name as Robbie on my MySpace thing page. Yeah, but everyone was like doing like certain names, uh, like a combination of a name and something else, or basically hiding. I'm not sure why everyone would hide their name, their real name, from other people when they're doing these kind of social media pages. Okay, so yeah, so I went with Robbie for quite some time on that MySpace page. Then I decided I'll just play around with it. I used Robster. Okay. Robster. Yeah. And everyone liked that. Everyone actually liked that, especially at work back then. Everyone had a MySpace page and I actually liked that the play on my name, Robster. Okay, like that. Okay. And later I kinda like tinkered it around. Like if you know the song Rock Lobster by the B-52s back in the 80s. Yeah, we used to have a record, a a vinyl record, where it collected 80 songs, and one of the songs was Rock Lobster. I remember the dance like that, but it'd be 52. So I kind of like played around with that and the Rock Lobster. So I just interchanged the letters, the R, the L, and the R, exchange it with both words, so it became Lock Lobster rather than Rock Lobster. Okay, so yeah, so I though I didn't use it for my MySpace, though I used it on my Facebook. There was a time. Okay, this is quite funny. Okay, because on Facebook, for some reason my mom friended me. Parents started going to Facebook. Okay, there's one time that I got pissed off at my mom. I decided to change my name instead of Robbie Mendoza on the Facebook page. I changed it to Lock Robster. So everyone was kind of surprised. Who is this Lock Robster? Okay, but it was me. In a way, it's kind of like avoiding my mom because she pissed me off so much, and and she was wondering who this Lock Robster is. So that's I went by for at Lock Robster as my name on Facebook for quite some time till I changed it back. Yeah, I don't think I can change it back to Lock Robster again though. I tried actually a few months ago. I tried to change it, but no, it won't happen again. So I'm stuck with Robbie Mendoza on my Facebook page now. But yeah, so that started the Lock Robster, and then when I decided to do a YouTube channel, I mean, I just did it to make some comments on certain videos. Yeah, I never intended it to become a YouTuber. It's not it's not that a career choice. It's just a hobby, and I decided to do videos. You know, some videos, some of them I made, some my younger brother made. I just uploaded it, and it was not. It was nothing was really happening in it when I did it in 2015. Was it 2015? Yeah, probably around that time. Yeah. So it wasn't until I decided to do vlogs or reaction videos on ML48 that I found an audience within the YouTube community. You know, like I said, it's just a hobby. It's not a career choice. Okay. All right. So that was number 5. Number 6. Okay. That's about me. Number 6. I have what I would call crab toes. Okay. Okay. So tatagalog ko dito. So alam mo yung mga moms paglilihian yung kakainin nila when they're having you, the baby. Like, may kuya, pinaglihi siya sa butong pakwan, isa pinaglihi sa unggoy, isa pinaglihi sa cheese curls, gano'n. Yun yung mga sa mga kapatid ko. Ako naman, pinaglihan ako sa alimasag or crab. Okay. So, what's crab like about me is my toes. Okay. So if you notice, the crab's legs when they're crawling are like this, like how do you call it? Okay, they're like bent diagonally like this. My toes are kind of like that because on some toes they're really straight, like that. My toes, I can't show you. Like, I wish I can show you, but I can't. Okay, they're like, in a way, I would say deformed a bit. Yeah, but deformed in a way that's it seemed more natural to me. To others, it might look strange. Yeah, but especially when they curl up like this, it seems like my toes are formed, are were designed that way to fit around my foot like this. Okay. An advantage of having crab toes is I don't remember this. I wish I did. My mom keeps telling me when I was little, I would climb the washing machine using my toes. Like, how to give an example? Okay. So let's pretend this is the washing machine. And these are my toes. My toes would like actually go on the side like that. And I could climb, and I would climb the washing machine. So both my toes would grab the sides of the washing machine like that. And I could climb on top of the washing machine. And I would wave at them. That's what she says. I don't recall that. But yeah, that's how I climb things, especially when I climb trees. My toes seem to be the strongest part of my body, especially when I was younger. Yeah. So yeah, so that's how I call crab toes. Like I said, it's my toes are kind of like, as I mentioned, they're kind of like deformed, but they seem to be built that way for my feet. Okay. All right. That's a weird thing, isn't it? Okay. So let's go to number 7. Okay. Okay. This is strange one. I was bitten by our dog and did not tell anybody. Okay. So okay, this is a strange part. Okay. So maybe another strange thing to do. Okay. Wait. Okay. So back then, my brother had this dog. It was very aggressive. Okay, but being a kid, you didn't think they'd be aggressive with you because they're family. Okay, so one night I went to the back to like throw my laundry in the back for tomorrow's laundry day, and my dog was out there eating a bone. Okay, so I went over to him. The dog's name is Macduff. Okay, yeah. named after a talking dog, Macduff in the TV series. So way back then. See, just so how old am I? Okay, so I went over to pet him on the head. Okay, so I think the dog assumed I was taking his bone from him. Then let the dog lunged at me. Okay, and I was actually bitten right here, under the arm. Okay, I got bitten right here, and I think he even tore up part of my shorts. Okay, I was able to get away from him. Okay, I was in such a shock that happened. It was the first time I got bitten. I didn't tell anyone. Why I didn't tell anyone? I don't know. I was just in shock. I didn't know what to do, and it was at night, and maybe not that late. Maybe it's like around 7 or 8 o'clock. So what I did is I took a bunch of tissues and put it inside like that under my shirt and put it on the wound that I had. Okay. Then I went to sleep. Okay. So it's not like I was bleeding profusely, but yeah, but there was a wound right there. Almost like maybe like a scratch, or maybe not a tear, but a scratch. When the dog bit me right there. So I just went to sleep, and no one questioned me like anything like that. Okay, so the next day, okay, so the next day, me and my older brother were playing, and we had this toy that he kept hitting me here. Okay, I wasn't feeling anything, but then when I was about to take a bath, he was there, to help me take a bath. How old was I then? Probably it's like fourth grade, like that. So when I took off my shirt, he saw the wound, and he thought that it was because we were playing that happened, because it was hitting me there. But then I had no choice but to tell to tell my mom and him that, oh, the dog bit me, and they were shocked. It's a good thing that the dog already had the shots, and it was not. I didn't have like what do you call this, hydrophobia or whatever virus dogs have. Okay, so they treated my wound, and that was it. Yeah, that was it. So yeah, that's pretty fun because I think like 12 hours passed. Yeah, it's a good thing I wasn't bleeding that much, but yeah, they treated my wound for that dog bite. So I did get another dog bite on my finger once. That was different, and that's another story. Okay. All right. So there you go. Okay. So number 8. Okay. Okay. When I was little, I would have had a part in a movie. Okay. Yeah. In a movie. Yeah. So during that time, I believe I was in probably third grade, maybe second grade. Yeah. We had a neighbor who invested in a how do you call this, a movie production. Yeah. Yeah, and the movie is called Wanted Dead or Alive. Oh, hang on, let me plug my before I run out of power. There you go. Okay, yeah. So she invested in a film production. Forgot the name of the film production, but they were doing a movie called Wanted Dead or Alive, which is almost like a comeback movie for Dr. Tony Ferrer. Okay, so she hired all the kids on our street to be part of the movie. The scene was Tony Ferrer would go to an orphanage and would give Christmas gifts to the children, and I was to be one of the children, and I had three of my other brothers coming with me along with the neighborhood kids. Yeah, yeah. So the day before we were gonna go shooting, I got sick. Okay, I caught a fever. Okay, so yeah, I was sick in bed, but then I tried to get better. So the next day I felt better. Okay, so I, we all got dressed up getting ready. But then I felt the fever again. So kumbaga bininat ako. So yeah. So I wasn't able to come with everybody to do that movie. Yeah, it was just a shame. But yeah. I mean the movie didn't do too well. It's almost like what we call a B movie. Yeah. But I'm not sure if you could still find it. And the titles Wanted Dead or Alive starred Tony Ferrer, Bumble Rocco, I forgot the other guy, Reyes Jr., I think. Yeah. I can tell you the plot. Well, yeah, basically Tony Ferrer was a hired assassin like that, and I think he wanted to change his life, but yeah, it's kind of boring. Anyway, it was a part of the movie anyway. Yeah, I was supposed to, but no, no, my brush with stardom did not come. Okay, okay. So next, number nine, I have, I guess you can call it a kind of a superpower, somewhat. I call it my total recall. Okay, so how total recall works is there are times when I would remember things, especially in my younger days. Like, let's say the earliest memory I have is, not sure how old I was, probably maybe a year or two, 1 year, 2 years old. That's the earliest memory I have that we were at the children's park in Luneta. And clearly remember my cousin Nilo, my kuya Nilo, picking me up and putting me on a dinosaur. Yeah. And when I look at pictures of the children's park near Luneta, I remember the dinosaur. It was a Dimotrodon, and I remember him putting me on top of it, and I was holding onto its large fin, and I was hitting it. Yeah, and I remember everyone laughing. That's how much. That's the actual first memory that I remember from those early days. And regarding the Total Recall, sometimes I would remember plots of movies that I watched when I was young, and my other brothers who were watching it with me does not remember. They do not remember the plot or the characters. Sometimes I would have to like explain to them that this is what happens, this is what happened, this is the character's gonna do. I remember all that, even though they were with me in the same room watching that movie. They don't recall it, and especially with my younger brother, we're almost like kind of like twins because we were born almost at the back-to-back years. We're like 1 year, 1 day apart, and we would sometimes they would think that we were twins. Yeah, the way we hang out together. Okay, so sometimes me and him would have an adventure when we were young. I would remember it clearly. If you ask me right now, a certain event, a certain day or time, I would remember it clearly. He doesn't. Okay, even though we were together. Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of strange. I guess it depends on your memory, how it's important to you, and you just store it in the back of your subconscious, and when it comes out, you could use it. Yeah, I mean, I still remember the waking dreams I had when I was a kid. I remember being chased by a giant, being attacked by a shark, an octopus, like that. So yeah, so I remember it so vividly. I mean, maybe not everything, but I do. Okay, yeah, that's kind of strange, but I call it total recall. That's how I remember this sort of stuff. Sometimes even my mom is surprised that I remember stuff that she did for me, but she can't remember it. Yeah, but I remember things that so vividly. Okay, so that's number nine. So my last fact for you regarding me at number 10 is I auditioned for a US, an American reality show here in the States, and it's Beauty and the Geek. Yeah, yeah, I auditioned for Beauty and the Geek. Yeah, I haven't seen that reality show. Yeah, I think believe lasted 5 seasons, and I actually auditioned for the fifth season. Yeah, I mean, technically, I don't actually look like a geek because I don't think the geek criteria actually fits me because I'm not that smart and I don't look like a geek. Though, uh, I guess I do geek stuff like collect comic books and wear costumes and all that. And I wouldn't say very smart, but I'm a little bit smart. And one of my coworkers actually encouraged me, beautiful girl, she encouraged me to actually audition for the role. For the role, audition for the show. Yeah, and I remember doing that. I had to like fill out this application. It's a good thing. There's actually a question there in which name like three girls that you know that you know, and it's a good thing because back at the office, I know a lot of girls, so just write out their names. You know, it's almost like um, friends, like women friends or lady friends that you know. That's a weird question to ask, but I had no problem with that. So I even did an audition tape of it. I recorded myself and submitted it. It actually had my unedited video. Actually gave it to the girl who encouraged me to audition for the reality show. Yeah, so she has that tape, and somewhere in the studio, somewhere in Hollywood, has the actual edited tape of my audition somewhere. So I don't know if that will surface or not. Yeah, the girl's name's Renee, by the way. Yeah, and such a beautiful girl, and she encouraged me a lot during that time. So yeah, so yeah, I went to an audition. It's actually almost like I'll say preliminary audition. It's not. They asked me to go to downtown and to this bar. Yeah, and there are a lot of these beauties auditioning there. I think I was the only geek that day auditioning, and I talked to a couple of producers there. Yeah, who are doing the auditions, and yeah, I mean, it was a long shot for me to become a cast member of that reality show because I didn't really look the part of a geek. Though I kind of live my life as a geek in a way. But yeah, but it was a long shot. I tried it, you know. Yeah, I didn't get taken, obviously. But yeah, that was quite an experience to go to an audition like that. Yeah, yeah. There you go. So there you go. So that's 10 things about me that now you know. Okay, and hope you enjoyed that the story about parts of my life. I hope it was too revealing. But yeah, now that you know that part, and I hope you enjoyed yourselves of me revealing this type of information and embarrassing myself at the same time. Okay, so that's a reward for the 100 subscribers to my channel, as well as my 230th video on my channel. So a couple of milestones right there, and excuse me, and yeah, I guess there's nothing more to say. But you know, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and maybe when I reach 200 subscribers, maybe I'll do another 10, maybe 20. Okay, all right, I'll end it here now. Bye bye.